Hello friends, what's up? Welcome you all to another video, and today in this video we are going to talk about the paper number 4 and the term that is the humanism. So already we have learned Renaissance, and in the Renaissance I have talked to you about the first feature of Renaissance, that is the humanism, that is the new learning. And I have already told you about the humanistic people. So in this lecture we are not going to talk about that part, but when you will if there is a question about the humanism, so you have to connect that part with this part. So here I am not going to repeat that part of humanism which we have discussed in Renaissance. So please watch that video again and try to understand the beginning of humanism in Renaissance. So without wasting any further time, let's get started. So in the 16th century, the humanist was coined to signify one who taught or wrote in the studia humanities or humanities, that is a person who teaches grammar, rhetoric, history, poetry, moral philosophy, as distinguished from field less concerned with the moral and imaginative aspects of activities of man, such as mathematics, natural philosophy and theology. So I think you understand all the meaning of the subject. For example, grammar, rhetoric means it is a study of rhythm, okay, images, all these things, okay. History, you know that. Poetry, you know that. Moral philosophy also, you know that. And mathematics you also know. Natural philosophy you also know. But what is theology? So theology means it is a religion, the science of religion or study of science, okay. So at that time these studies focused on classical, especially Roman culture, and they put great emphasis on learning to speak and write good Latin. Latin is one of the oldest language of Italy, and actually Bible was written in Latin. So scholarly humanists recovered, edited and expounded many ancient texts in Greek and Latin languages, and so contributed greatly to the store of materials and ideas in the European Renaissance. These humanists also wrote many works concerned with educational, moral and political themes, based largely on classical writers such as Aristotle, Plato and above all Cicero. New word humanism in 19th century came to the applied to the view of human nature, the general values and educational ideas common to many Renaissance humanists, as well as to a number of later writers in the same traditions. So actually humanism, this concept actually applied to the 19th century, to the writers of human nature, and actually these educational idea, these are the common to the Renaissance humanists. So humanism actually started in Renaissance, and then it was continued until the 19th century to the human nature, the poet who talk about human nature, the general values and educational ideas which are the common everywhere. So Renaissance humanism assume the dignity and central position of human beings in the universe, and they have emphasized the importance in education of studying classical, imaginative and philosophical literature. So this stress on its moral and practical rather than its aesthetic values. Aesthetic means pleasure, ananda, and insisted on the primacy in ordering human life of reason as opposed to the instinctual appetites, appetite that is book lagne, and the animal passion. So these are the things they have traced on moral and practical rather than the aesthetic values, and actually they have insisted on the primacy about the ordering of human life in reason and it opposite things like the instinction, appetites and animal passions which are existed in our life. Which kind of things आपल्याला भूक लागते, आपल्याला प्राण्यासारख्या काही भावना तयार होतात मनामध्ये, जशी आपण एक प्राणी असल्यामुळे जसं पॅशन म्हणजे एखादी गोष्ट ती आपल्याकडे पाहिजे असं आपल्याला वाटतं. यू नो दॅट एव्हरीथिंग a person, if he have a small mobile, color black and white mobile, he may think that he may have a desire that I should have a color mobile, and after getting the color mobile he has, oh I think this is the area of smartphone, I should have a smartphone. मग स्मार्टफोन पण घेतला त्याने कमी किमतीचा. मग कॅमेराच बरोबर नाही, मग चांगला कॅमेरा पाहिजे, मग त्याने चांगला कॅमेरा घेतला. टच स्क्रीनच अशी मला जरा कर्व स्क्रीन पाहिजे, जशी सॅमसंगच्या गॅलेक्सी भारी मोबाईलमध्ये असते आणि आता MIच्या पण मोबाईलमध्ये असते, तुम्हाला माहिती आहे, तशी स्क्रीन पाहिजे मला, एकदम भारी पाहिजे. मग माणसाचे डिझायर वाढत जातात अँड दॅट इज द पॅशन्स. ओके, सो ॲक्च्युली इट इज अपोज टू द रिझन. ओके, सो ऑल दिस थिंग्स इज हिअर. So this was the little part of the concept humanism, and the little part we have discussed in Renaissance. So please watch that part, watch that video again, and after that you watch this video and you just combine both the things which we have discussed in these two videos and then write your answer. Again I have uploaded all the notes here, so please download all the notes, and also don't forget to fill the attendance cum quiz form. Okay, and after finishing the first unit I'm going to give you one assignment. There are two assignments. One will be the only quiz form, and in this quiz form you also get certificate also, and the second assignment will be that you have to write answer in your notebook. You have to, or if you have a laptop you can type it. If don't have a laptop, don't worry, just write down on your notebook and take a scan it and just send to the Google Classroom. Okay, you can add that thing. So I hope you got the Renaissance humanism and you understood it. If you have any kind of difficulties, any kind of questions, please make comment. I am there to solve your queries. So thank you for watching.